Should we? Whatever. The snowboarder in me says yes. Check it out. The new 2024 Bullet X by Raev is looking mighty sharp, ladies and gentlemen. We have, let me go over the details real quick. We'll just go over these details super quick and then we'll get on a ride. 750 watt motor. We have a 13 amp hour battery, 48 volts. This bike is fairly large. We've also got front suspension, hydraulic brakes, a super big taillight. That's always fun to do. And a little display here. Let me get this damn thing off. That's always fun to do too. And look at that. And a big cushy seat. This bike really has just about everything you need. Now, does it have a tail light? I don't think we have a tail light. I think it's just a reflector. We have a really big headlight. But it looks like we got all the necessities covered. On this 750 watt extra tall, I believe the seat height is right around 32 inches. So let's go ahead and take this puppy for a ride in the snow on these 20 by 4 inch studded tires. We also got a full throttle on this thing. So here is the maiden voyage. Also, just to note, on my shoes, I do have tracks, you know, because it is icy out, as you could see. It is slicker than a minnows belly, as we used to say in the South. So we're going to turn this puppy on, and we got power. We're going to go ahead and put it in mode 1 while we're in the ice, I guess. It's got a full throttle, which I was talking about earlier. I think that's super cool. Let's make sure we get the kickstand up. I am notorious for not putting the kickstand up. So we're actually going to go through a little bit of snow, a little bit of ice, and hopefully some clearer bike trails, and see what we got with this Raev Bullet X. I mean, this bike, it's the seat height. I mean, it's just kind of crazy. But what I've noticed having my last two e-bikes, that when you have the studded tires, it makes the world of difference in the snow and hard pack. Ice is just ice, and you just got to watch it as far as that goes. But oh man, those brakes are just, the brakes are just amazing. I'll tell you that already. That's the first time I've tried those out. But we're going to try some different terrain here. This is going to be a lot of fun. But we're going to try some different terrain out here. And I'm actually going to get on the golf course here, where they do like a cross-country course here. But a lot of people use it for walking their dogs, so on and so forth. And this is a good way to test out the studded tires, the power of the bike, the brakes, and actually the front suspension, because our last bike, as you know, on the Colorado Adventure channel, was a different type of bike that did not have front suspension and was very jarring. As we go through here. No, but I got a YouTube channel called the Colorado Adventure channel, and Colorado Adventure? So I do all the local stuff like the GoPro games. I go up on the mountain.
And
but
that's what you do for a living?
Well, no, it doesn't pay a lot. Okay. I do it for fun.
Yeah. Where's your Duggan? But Cape Cod Soul.
Okay, Cape Cod Soul, Colorado Adventure channel.
Yeah, that part I got.
Well,
that looks so cool.
It is. Yeah, have fun. See ya. See you, Una. All right. So we're going to go up through here and see what we got. But so far, so good with the e-bike. So far, so good. We're going to turn here. Let's get a little crazy and go this way. So this will be an adventure. Kind of know where we're going, kind of don't. So kind of there. Because if you follow me on the Colorado Adventure channel, we've never really been down through here. So we're getting ready to. So this is a golf course, golf cart path that leads to across the road, but where it crosses is really cool because it crosses at the bike path, and we're gonna see for the first time this winter after a decent snow. We've had some decent snow the last couple of days. Whoa, there we go. This ought to be crazy. Somehow we made it. There we go. All right. And what I've done, just so the bike path looks super clear, but we're gonna stay on this path. I don't wanna just crossing the grass. And this is a big reason, like, why I've got these tracks on my shoes is because as I'm walking up through there, it gives me super grip in the ice. I don't know, which way do we want to go? Let's go down this way and we'll turn around and go the other way. Screw it. So here we go. As you can see, they keep the bike paths relatively awesome. And we just got it mode 1. Let's go up to mode 2 and then mode 3. Oh, there's mode 3. Okay, big difference when you hit mode 3. Let's go back down to mode 2. So mode 2 will take us, I feel like 20 miles an hour probably. 21, 22. And it's accurate according to the GPS. So we're on target. And this is just cool. Throttle only. Like I said, it is a full throttle that me being a motorcycle guy, I didn't know that it was full throttle. I didn't know if it's thumb throttle, half twist, no throttle, you just I didn't know. I knew it was one of those, I guess is what I should say. But look how clear they've got the bike path. I know there's a couple spots where the cars cross, like right through here where it packs down. But look how great they actually take care of the bike path. So you can still go up here. You could go up to eat at Tiama's. You can go up to Route 6. You could go to VBC. There's just lots of options. You can go to Pier 13 Liquor Store. And any of the fine dispensaries like Roots RX. So let's go this way and let's see what the pedaling does. So the pedaling definitely triggers it. It's a little delayed on the pedaling action. You could probably adjust that in the P settings. But right now, we're just enjoying a nice little cruise. Let's see what pedal assistant 3, oh geez. Okay, that's just, okay, 3, and I am unlocked. Let's be clear, it's been cold. I've been snowboarding during the day, YouTubing at night. So there's that. So I did go in and unlock the settings. So I imagine with it unlocked, you got up to 23 there in mode 2. So the newton meters of torque, it seems decently torqued. I don't feel like I'm gonna pop a wheelie or anything in mode 2 by any means. So I don't think like the low end torque is like too much. And that place up there, they sell Super 73s, and I think the owner had like a Zeus up there. It looked like a 1100 the other day. So super cool, huh? All right, I'm gonna do a little tourney around here, put it in mode 3. We'll get on the road here in mode 3, throttle only, and see what we got. We'll get off the bike path and see if we could get up to that mystical 28 miles an hour. We're at 25, 26. 27. We just need to hit 28. We got 28, boys and girls. We have got 28 miles an hour, 29 miles an hour. It seems decently accurate with the throttle only. That is really cool. Really cool bike. So I'm gonna stop right here. And just do a little stop to go in mode 3. Just kind of feel the torque as we're going and go from a dead stop and see. Okay, not super torquey, decently torquey, but not super torquey. For a 48 volt, decent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it gets you there, and it's not like super delayed or slow or anything, but you don't feel the front end coming up or anything by any means. Do do do. Do 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 do. And I really like pedaling this bike. That's kind of nice because it is. The knees do come up, but it's such a big bike. You're so high off the ground. It's actually a pleasure. And once you get in that mid-range, it seems like a lot of the pickup and torque is in the mid-range. All right, so let's go back down this way. And let's go down the bike path a little ways and see what we got. And it just seems like you could ghost pedal and get up there pretty good. This is really nice. So far, as we go through the chunder, so far so good. We ought to do a hill climb test right here. So we're going to do like a little hill climb test, and then we'll be able to do like a pretty good idea of the torque that this thing has. You know, these bikes with the tires and stuff, they go pretty much up and around most objects, but we're going to, just as we go down, we'll take it easy. We'll put our feet on the pedals and use the brakes both front and back, and hopefully we won't slide too awful much. And we'll do like a really like hill climb test on gravelly snow. This might be the first ever hill climb test on an e-bike ever recorded on gravelly snow. This ought to be very interesting. Well, look how beautiful this is. We'll stop here and actually take a look at the bike. As beautiful as it is today. We got some animal tracks right here. That's interesting. It looks like a marmot. There's a marmot family that does live down here. So anyways, check that out. That is the Raev, the 2024 Raev Bullet X. That thing's huge. It's a big bike. I'm a big, tall guy. I'm 6'3". This bike handles me perfectly. So we're going to do a hill climb test and just talk about this bike some more here in a minute. This is great. So let's take it on the hill climb test and see what we've got. All right. Let's go before the battery goes dead on the GoPro. Or the DJI camera. Oh man, this thing, okay. We're not going to have any problem going up a hill. So the 75 Newton meters of torque, that's throttle only, boys and girls. And I mean, I'm not even throttling all the way. It does feel like the suspension is probably not that great for off-road, but super cool. All right, let's go down the road and then we're going to go to the park and talk about this thing. So cool. I mean, it flew up that hill. It's zero issue. I don't know what degree grade that is. Let's say like 10 to 15 degrees probably. Pretty steep, but not super steep. But it went up at no problem up gravelly snow. So anyways, let's take it to the park and see what else this little bike has to offer. So far, so awesome. Wow. Unreal. I mean, this thing handles so well on the road. This bike is very impressive. So what the specs again, we are looking at a 750 watt, 48 volt, 13 amp hour e-bike with front suspension with 20-inch by 4-inch tires. A huge comfy seat. Unbelievably great brakes. The brakes I'm super impressed with. A full twist throttle. It's amazing. Full twist. It's just so incredible. A huge headlight. It doesn't have a tail light. It doesn't have a big battery. Those are kind of where you're going to save the money on this bike, probably, maybe. The front suspension isn't super awesome. But saying all that, at the price point it's at right now, I think it's on sale for right around $1,400–$1,500. At that price point, that is one heck of a deal. So my suggestion is you take advantage. This is our bike that we're going to be using at the Colorado Adventure Channel. We are super excited. We picked this bike, just basically hand-picked this bike out of all the bikes out there to use. I'm a super tall guy, so I needed something tall. I wanted a cafe racer. This bike just kind of hits all the points. It's going to be super customizable. As you can see, I will be putting more battery amp hours on here, whether a bigger battery or a dual battery right here, another battery just like this right here, or just a bigger battery. I don't know, probably some sturdier front suspension, some new pedals more than likely, new handlebars, new handle grips, so forth. This bike is super customizable. I really think that this bike will probably end up having a cult type following just because of the price it comes at and the quality specs with the hydraulic brakes, the 750 watt engine that it already comes with. Super great, really nice headlight. I mean, it comes with super great things right out of the bat. That's why I think this bike will be super, super awesome. Anyways, that's an initial test review of the Raev Bullet X. An amazing bike. Follow the link below and get one of these. It will mean the world to me if you do that. It gives me credit towards getting another bike for my YouTube channel, and it would mean the absolute world to me. So click on the link below if you're interested in this bike from Raev, the Bullet X, or any of Raev's products. It will help me at the Colorado Adventure Channel. Until then, until our next adventure, peace.